Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kim, a fairly average mum, and today I've got a Pep & Co clothing haul with a try on. So let's get cracking. Hello, my lovely people. How y'all doing? I think this is last video I'm going to film today. I've been filming all day, and I've still got to do try-ons and things. So what I tend to do is film, right, this is like insider knowledge. I film about sort of 3, maybe even 4 videos. And I film all the intros, all the showing you the stuff. Then I go away, do all the try-ons, then I come back and do all the outros, right? But the thing is, the problem with that is you tend to stretch yourself a bit, so that I'm aware I've still got to do all the try-ons and everything of the stuff I've done. Have I got a lot of try-ons that I filmed today? Yeah, I've got a few, right? So I think this is probably going to be the last video I do today. Yeah. So that I'm not actually still trying to do try-ons at 8 o'clock tonight. What time are we on now? Let me just have a look. 3:30. Okay, yeah. Let's put that there with me gigs. I'll probably call it a day after this. Well, I won't. Probably got another 3 hours of videoing to do, you know, and then all the editing. But anyway, it's not an hardship at all. It honestly brings me so much joy. And it's my little hobby, you know. It absolutely brings me so much joy. So anyway, right, that's all aside. I went into town and had a lovely look around, right? I properly had a really nice time. I had my lunch out, although I meant to go into Marx's and have my lunch there, and Marx's in Bradford has closed down. I'm gutted. So if I want to go into Marx's, the actual shop now, I've got to go over to Leeds. I could go to the one at Pudsey, but it's really difficult to get to and there's no else around it. So I think in future, if I'm not ordering online, I'm going to have to go into Leeds, you know. Yeah, I was gutted because they do really nice jacket tatty and beans in there. So I really wanted to go on my lunch there. But anyway, I ended up going to Pret. How long Pret lasts in Bradford is anyone's guess. It always looks empty. Always looks empty. So I make it most of that while we've got it and all. No, it lasts. Although that's partially because they've dug up the entire centre of Bradford. So Market Street, that sort of cuts the bottom half of town that's got Broadway from the top half of town, is completely dug up, right? Completely dug up, and you can't cross over. You've got to walk miles round it to be able to cross over. So it's absolutely a nightmare. So that ain't helping businesses at all, because had I known that, I probably would have gone to Leeds yesterday rather than into Bradford. But anyway, I've just rambled on, sorry. I'm talking to you like you won at family, you know what I mean? Anyway, right. So I went on to Foster Square after I'd managed to get round all the obstacles and everything, and went to Poundland to have a look at the clothes. Actually, they had quite a lot of nice tops. Trousers, not so much. I find that the wide leg trousers in Pep & Co aren't really wide leg. They're not. They're just sort of straight leg ones, and I don't like that. I like a proper wide leg. But they had or I like a skinny leg, and the skinny legs are so short that they're like cropped skinny legs on me. They look ridiculous. So I can't buy either of those. But I did manage to get quite a few tops. I could have bought more tops. I could have gone on more or less indefinitely. But they didn't have my size in everything. So these are all a bit of an hodgepodge of sizes, depending on what looked okay. So what should we start with? We'll start with a white one, because that's nice and boring, isn't it? Right, okay. I got these just plain white t-shirt. We're only £3 though. £4, I'm lying. No, I'm sure it was £3 when I got to checkout. Was it this one or other one? Just let me have a wee look. No, this one was £4, right? Okay. Yeah, it was. Right, so it's got like a V-neck with a button thing. Do they actually undo? No, do the echoes like, right. So, oh, do they? No. Right, so it's got pretend buttons on it, right? So it's got these, but there's no holes for them or anything. And then the stitch down there. But it is just a white t-shirt with a v-neck. Quite liked it, you know. I thought for £4 it were all right. Bought it in an extra large, which in Pep & Co is a size 14. So yeah, got that one. I haven't really bought a lot of white t-shirts. I said I wasn't going to buy any, didn't I? But there's quite a few sort of jazzy bottom trouser bottoms that won't go with anything except a white t-shirt. And I didn't have any that were sort of fit for wearing out of the house. So thought I'd get myself a couple anyway. So there's that one. That's my first one. And then this is the plain white tee, right, which was £3. I could only get this in a large, which is a 12. So I'm hoping it ain't like stuck over my tummy. It looks like it might be, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a v-neck white t-shirt. It says soft touch. It is quite soft and all. I'm just hoping I can stretch it a bit so that it doesn't cling round my middle. You know, it might do. If it does, I'll go back, see if they've restocked and get myself the extra large or the double XL, depending on what's there, do you know what I mean? But I just picked up the large because that was the nearest to my size that I could sort of find. Does feel really nice though. If you're wanting a plain white tee, you know, they've got them in there. Right, next up I got this one. Right, so this has got little spots down the front, and it's also got this wee sort of tassel-y tie detail at the front. It's sort of a round neck, just as shaped in, well, more or less sleeveless, really. It's got white spots going down the front on this beigey background, and this feels like a polyester fabric down front. The back feels much more stretchy and nice fabric. Why did I buy this in a medium? I bought this in a medium, which is a 10. Right, a medium. Why have I bought it in a medium? Please let this fit over me. Please let it fit over me. I'm almost certain it's not gonna, you know. Anyway, we'll give it a go. It was a £5. Nothing of these things were more than a £5. So yeah, I thought they were quite good price, but just... yeah, the sizes weren't exactly sort of wide. They didn't have... no, that's not true. They have quite sort of big and small sizes. So they've got a big range of sizes. But it's hit and miss what's in there, you know, like on any particular... you go from item to item and they might have 4 sizes. And it's just what's actually available at the time. But anyway, next up I got this beloved top in a size 14, so my actual size. So it's like a shirt with a v-neck. Is it a v-neck? Yeah, kind of. It's got a little wee collar on it. And then buttons going down the front. This, oh, I lied, you see, this was £6. But it's got like a proper sleeve fitted into it, short sleeves, and it's got shells all over it. I mean, I'm not, you know, if somebody said to me, what sort of pattern do you like? Shell pattern won't be top of the list, would it for you? You know what I mean? It's not something that immediately springs to mind. I might say a floral, a stripe. Shell pattern, not really. But anyway, because it were there, I thought, I'll give it a go. It is just in this thin fabric, you know, it's not very thick or anything. But I thought for £6, you know, there's a bit of workmanship gone into it. There's a pattern on back and front. It's not just front pattern. So I thought I'll give it a go. Might work out for me. Might be all right with a pair of black pants or something, you know. So yeah, got that one. And then I bought this lilac top. They had this in bright yellow. Was it bright yellow? Yeah, bright yellow as well. But there's no way I'm wearing bright yellow. It'll be a struggle for me to be wearing this colour, if truth be known. It's got broad angly over at front, plain at the back, right? It's a good job I wear a lot of cardies, innit? You know what I mean? This I got in my size in a 14. This were a £5. Yeah, it's just got a little frill sleeve, and then that as well, like a cap sleeve, frill cap sleeve. It'll be fine because all the detail isn't in the sleeve. I find if it's just a plain t-shirt and all the detail is this frill, I'll be covering it up. But the fact it's got broad angly at the front of it, I thought, yeah, I can probably wear that. So yeah, £5. Didn't think it were too bad. So got that one. And then I picked up this green one here, which is also in my size, helpfully. So this is an elasticated one. So I suppose you could wear it off the shoulder if you wanted. I won't. Absolutely not. Now the sleeves have got this sort of a dotty pattern in the fabric, like a slub thing on back and front sleeve. It's just a short sleeve with elastic. Has it got elastic around there? Yeah, a wee bit of elastic. And then it's elasticated around the neck, and then just a plain t-shirt going down. So the fabric on the front and the back is plain. It's only the sleeve bits that have got this little dotty pattern on it. But yeah, I just thought it were all right. Quite like the colour. I'd bought quite a few green things at other places while I were out shopping. So I thought, well, if this works out for me, I've got loads of bottoms I could wear with this. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, excited to try that one. I think that's the one that I'm most hoping looks all right. That and the white t-shirts, you know. But yeah, so those are all my things from Pep & Co. Like I say, the bottoms I really struggle with there. I really struggle with. I'm going to find myself some Coca-Cola in a minute. I've got a Diet Pepsi on there. But anyway, what I'm going to do is go in and try these on. I'll insert the try-ons now, and then I will come back to you. Okay, first top. Yeah, I don't like it. It's clean around my tummy. Oh, botheration. I should have sized up in it. Maybe if there's any to take back, I will take this back and see if I can size up in it, just to give myself a little bit more fabric round here. I'll tell you what, it's super long as well, right? You know what I mean? It's really long. Oh my goodness, maybe if I sort of bunch it up a bit, it'll give the illusion that these rolls are actually the t-shirt and not me. No, it's not working, is it? It's a nice t-shirt if you've got any other shape than a brick, like me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sad about that, but it's an absolute no from me. It's just clinging round all my middle. Look at the state of that. Holy Mary and Joseph. Right, I'm going to try the other white t-shirt on. See if that works out. I doubt it very much. And then we'll get on to some of the other tops. If this doesn't fit or is clinging around here, heaven help us when we get on to the size medium. What's that going to be like? Anyway, let's try them and see. I like this one better than the last one. It's still clinging, but I've got more room. I feel certain that if I do this with it, do you know what I mean? It'll be all right. I actually don't mind this t-shirt. You know, I'd wear something over it, probably fastened here. But I don't feel like it's clinging so much. So, yeah, much prefer it. I mean, it is clinging, let's be honest about it. But I have got things that just need like a white t-shirt under it, you know, that are sort of more open, revealing, and I just want something else underneath it. So I might keep this one for that purpose. Would never just wear it like this though. You know, no, absolutely not. Absolutely never in a million years would I wear it just like this. But yeah, if I was wearing something over it to disguise it, basically a dressing gown, maybe something like that, you know what I mean? It'd be all right, be fine. Put a dressing gown over it, we're good to go. Right, yeah, I'm keeping this one, but only to wear under other things. So let's try some of the other ones that are not white t-shirts, see if they work out. I'm not optimistic, are you? Yeah, we'll see. Thought we'd get the size medium out the way. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's not clinging quite so much. I have to say, the back is super stretchy and the front isn't, which is making these seams sort of move forward ever so slightly. But I don't mind it, you know. For a £5 t-shirt, it's not bad. At least it's not clinging quite so much. And slightly tucked. Do you know what I mean? What do we think? How are we feeling about it? It's got a lot of, all these have got a lot of loops in them. You know them loops that I like cut out as soon as I get anything? Right, as soon as I'm keeping it, those loops come out before it even goes in drawer. Before the tag's off, the loops are out, okay. But yeah, I don't mind this one. How are we feeling about it? Are we okay with it? You know, I mean, it's not the most dynamic and you know, interesting top I've ever had on in my life. But, you know, for a chuck about, you know, just sling it on when you just like washing your bathroom, cleaning bath out. This will be me top. I'll give you a look, right? This is me cleaning my bath out, right? Okay. What do we think? Do we think this is doing the trick? This is my new cleaning the bath out top, I think. Actually, it's slightly better than that. I think I probably could go out the house in it, but whether I would is anybody's guess. But anyway, I like this best out of the three I've tried on so far. So let's try the one that I now think looks, I'll show you, looks like the style of a Hawaiian shirt, but they've just not committed. They've not committed to it fully. So they've just stuck a few shells on it. So let's try that. How are we feeling? Yeah, it's all right. You know, what do we, no, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I hate it, right? It should be a Hawaiian shirt. It should have multicolours on it and stuff. And it doesn't. It's the most drab summer shirt ever. Yeah, I can do, honestly, I've got so many more things that are better than this. And it doesn't feel particularly nice on. You know, it's just, yeah, it should have been jazzy colours and I'd have gone for it, you know what I mean? If it had been, if they'd fully committed to a Hawaiian shirt, I'd have probably bought it and kept it, you know. That is the kind of person I am, you know, but this is neither note nor summer, to coin a Yorkshire phrase. So, yeah, this one's going back. No, I don't like it. I'll show you it back though. Yeah, it's really, really boring. Really boring. And don't feel particularly nice on. So sadly, it's a no. Well, not sadly. I'm really happy I'm taking this back. It's rubbish. Yeah, it just is, isn't it? Yeah. Right, I'll try the purple one on. I feel like I've picked up a bit. Right, I got a bit of colour on. I feel a bit happier. All right, you can see all my scar and everything, but I'd wear something over it anyway, and I don't mind the front of this. You know, the front of this has got this broad wrangler stuff on it. So, quite like this one. Yeah, I do. I wish it would a slightly lower neck. That's the only thing. And I would definitely wear something over it because, yeah, I don't like, this is too girly. This is too twee for me, this. Right, but yeah, with something over it, and then you just see this bit down the front. I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't know that lilac's my colour, really. Yeah, I don't. But it's better than the last thing. I like it, well, I like it better than the last thing. Sight unseen, I haven't seen the footage, have I? You know, when I'm editing this, I'm sitting there going, well, you look a sight in that, Kim. You look a sight in that. Which is what I do. Honestly, what I do. So, yeah, need some advice on this one. What do we think? Sizing-wise, it feels all right. You know, it feels like it's my size, at least. But, yeah. And I would be covering the arms. This is not a look I mean, you know, I've got bingo wings. I don't really need... you know, I'm emphasising, but with something over the top of it, you know, to cover my arms and these twee bits, quite like the front bit, okay. Yeah, I want to try the green one on because I've got loads and loads of stuff that'll go with green, so I just want to see whether that one is going to look all right. But anyway, need some advice on this one. Okay, I don't mind this. I quite like it. Put the loop in. Right, I actually quite like this one. I'm keeping this. Oh, I'm happy. Right, I've got loads and loads of stuff that this top will go with. I'm absolutely certain this is supposed to be one of these things, Bardot numbers, but absolutely not from me. You know what I mean? I would never wear it like that. But actually, I really like it. It's a basic green t-shirt. And I do need a green t-shirt to go with some of my stuff that I've been buying recently. So yeah, it's not the most flattering of green t-shirts. But when I'm utterly desperate for a top, right, I'll pull this one out. It's not saying a great deal for Pep & Co, is it? Bath cleaning tops and utterly desperate tops. But actually, I don't mind it for price. This is all right, you know. It really is. I don't mind it. So, yeah, I think I might keep this one. I think. I'll see what you guys say. I will have to see what you guys say, but I don't mind it at all. I really, really don't. Quite like the colour as well. And why I've got a load of trousers and things that this will go with. You know, so, yeah, I think this is my favourite sight unseen. And it might be a sight and all, right? But anyway, right, those are all my things. So I'm going to hand you back. Please, please help me out with some comments, because I've got no idea about the lilac one or this one, if truth be known. Yeah, so... I only bought t-shirts. What possibly could go wrong? Quite a bit. All right. So, yeah, I need some advice, really. Okay. Does the purple one look all right? Does the green one look all right? Shall I take the lot back? There's the question. I'm certainly going to be taking the faux Hawaiian shirt back. Right. There's no way I'm keeping that one. It's neither note nor summer. It needs to be jazzy colours if it's going to be in the style of a Hawaiian shirt. And it isn't, which is a little bit sad. But also, it's relieving in some ways, because I'd have been inclined to keep it, you know, if it had looked like a Hawaiian shirt. And then my poor children would have had to see me out and about wearing said shirt. So it's perhaps for the best that it wasn't. You know, I would have kept it. So, yeah, I'm going back anyway. I've got some stuff to take back over to town. So I'm taking back that beige one. Which other ones do I take back? There's the question. I'm leaving it up to you guys. I'm entirely leaving it up to the consensus of opinion, right? I'm not going back anyway until next weekend, right? So I've got a full week to wait for the consensus. And then I'll take back what everybody says. Okay, right, that's how I'm leaving it with you. All right. But anyway, that's everything for today. If you've liked this video, please give us a like. It really helps us out. And if you like this kind of content, you might want to consider subscribing. I've left all my details in the description box just in case you want to contact me for any reason. But thank you very much for taking a few moments out of your day to spend with me. Bye!